Hi dear friends, this is our SpeakUp Live lesson number 3 with my students from intermediate group. Today we are going to talk about food scarcity in big cities. As we all know, cities are usually the most populated parts of the country, and this makes them the most attractive locations for businesses. As businesses come to big cities and create more opportunities, the cities will be able to offer something for everybody, and this makes cities even more desirable destination for people. As a result, they end up having a large number of population who need food. Some parts of society have access to fresh and healthy food, but some parts do not. Sometimes it gets really hard for some poor areas of the city to find access to fresh and healthy food. The fresh and healthy food will not be accessible, especially to poor areas. The fresh food stores are either located far from poor areas of the city or they are really expensive for poor societies of the city. Today we are going to talk about these issues and other questions related to this topic. If you want to listen just to audio version of this conversation, you can download the audio from our Telegram channel. The link to our Telegram channel is in the description below. Like this video and subscribe to this channel so we can create more videos like this. Hope you enjoy this conversation. Let's get started.
New York and California are two most populated states in the US. And as you know, like Hong Kong, Tokyo, Shanghai, so like generally all Chinese cities, the big cities, cosmopolitan cities, when they grow, like the number of people that is like they're huge. And that is why there could be a lot of things. There could be great businesses, there could be frauds, there would be like very bad guys in the city doing bad businesses. And there could be like very healthy and useful businesses, there could be bad businesses. As it is like such a big city, it is very hard to rely on like a single person or a single company. That is what is happening in New York and other states. Like why they are taking New York? Because New York is crowded, busy, most populated, and like very multicultural. Like people from all over the world probably are living in New York. That is like what is happening there. And when this is happening, this is like I think happens in most like big cities. Whenever there is, for example, as Dushanbe, let's take Tajikistan, which is Dushanbe. Dushanbe is like joining other regions and districts close to Dushanbe, like which were not previously Dushanbe, they are now part of Dushanbe, which means like if you are poor and you're not educated, you do not have money and you cannot buy your land, some bigger guy is gonna buy your land and put like a boat in your house or like locate his business in your area, and which means like you will be expelled. You know, they just you'll be squeezed out of the area. This is what is happening in New York. And as this happens, like the companies who provide, like big companies like the chain of supermarkets, let's take, who are providing food, like they are separating this like these areas from the poor areas. Whenever like there are a lot of rich people and a lot of like good living people, they provided with high quality products of these areas, and they build expensive and of course expensive and high quality products and groceries. But whenever like the area, like everywhere in the area where like poor people live, so they are going to send their like bad quality and very low quality products. And this is what is happening there. And there is a girl, her name is Tanya Phil. She worked in a like Liberty Urban Farm. She worked for a farm which is in Bronx. Bronx is one of the boroughs in New York. She worked there, like she was working in this field for 10 years. Previously, they were fighting these issues. They wanted everyone, no matter like what is the level of their income, they wanted to fight like and to get healthy and good quality food for everybody. She said earlier they call this survival, and now they are calling it like I don't know how do they call it, healthy food or whatever, food justice. Yeah, now they are calling it food justice. She said like she's fighting for this issue for 10 years, and she is just with all other colleagues are trying to create like very small communities or community gardens, which are owned by some people, by some like very small communities. These communities partially rely, they are not like purely entrepreneurial, so people are not going to invest it. These are the kind of social products that like social products that are partially supported by philanthropists and partially supported by people or probably by some government entities. Like in general, they're gonna create small gardens which like allow other people to make their contribution, small contribution, and take out or harvest like some healthy food for their family. This is what is happening there. And then later they talk about the how does it call it? Какой-то thumb, green thumb. Yes, green thumb, which is also a part of like there's a like national park. They say they call it, yeah, the national park community in New York. New York is a very big state. New York City is a big city. So there is a Department of Forests, and they have a department, a separate department for food justice, or in general for food, which is called like green thumb. Green thumb estimated that like a lot of food are thrown away or whatever. Yes, like 39, almost 40 tons of food is produced in 553 communities, which is like a good number. And later they are discussing this, and they are saying like, why is business operating like this? In general, business operates like this. If, for example, if McDonald's or other like big brands see that like there are a lot of poor people living in this area, they're gonna build their companies or chains of their restaurant or cafe or whatever it is. They build it right there, and from there on, a lot of people who are around that, of course, go to those places and buy poor or low quality products and get fed. As like the article states, about like around 30% of the households who live in these areas are inclined to be obese, like overweight, fat. So this is what is happening there. And like the big companies do not come here, like the companies who provide good quality food, they do not come in these areas. They go to the center of like of areas where like let's say rich people live. So this is what is happening there, and these people are like left without high quality or good quality or healthy groceries and crops. This is what is happening there, and her purpose is to make a lot of like community gardens like this, which at the end would support like each and every family and so on. Before we start, let me ask you questions. They like not from the text but general questions. Give me a second, guys. So let's go. Samza, we start with you. Healthy food is expensive.
Healthy food really very expensive. Maybe in some big cities, such as New York, as you said before, as Seoul, for example, because organic foods really very expensive. But maybe in some rural yes, rural area, they are not expensive. They are cheaper than maybe any заграничные, как сказать?
Suburbs.
Suburbs, yes.
Okay. Why do you think it is expensive in big cities?
Maybe because companies who deliver eco foods, eco products, they have to construct the special greenhouses there. Yes, and the technology is not cheap, and there are no добавки, and maybe because of it, they're very expensive.
How about villages? Why don't they increase the price of foods in villages if it is like so hard to?
Of course, it's also hard for the
gardeners
said to grow healthy food, but the point is no one there can позволить себе offer, not offer, can afford, yes, can afford expensive food. That's why they keep the balance, maybe also just for it.
If, for example, if you live in the village, like you probably there are not too many equipments, institution, or a government, or let's say business entities that you can go and work for. So like everything, let's say like which is professional is located in cities, and that is why people try to come to cities where they can work, live, make money, enjoy their life, and do a lot of stuff. And of course, it's more interesting because like it is, let's say, it is diverse. Like first of all, and if I think like they live in villages, the only purpose is just to spend time with the family, or maybe grow some crops, eat it, sleep it, and enjoy their life. Probably that is why like the accessing like healthy food is not expensive in let's say in villages, probably. Okay, let me ask a big different question. So fast food is bad for you. What do you think about this topic?
Yes, it's true. Because fast food it's not healthy food. Because when we see in American in the country that they use a lot fast food, we saw that they are all of them they are overweight or obese. Yes,
Yes,
because of it is because of fast food. They use chemical moda way
yes, chemicals.
yes, they use chemicals in fast food. It's not healthy. Because of this,
Okay, do you eat healthy? Do you eat fast food?
yes, and sometimes I eat in here in Tajikistan. We also eat, but not a lot. In
So,
general, we use our national food.
in general, okay. Like, where do you go when you want to eat fast food?
I go to the Merve to Safo.
Izmir ve fast food.
Yes, they have fast food.
So-
Burger, it's fast food. Fast
Yeah,
food.
burger is fast food, but Merve, I think they have good. Yeah, they have
Fast food.
good,
Good burgers.
good burgers, good meals as well. Okay, so like how often do you eat fast food?
Maybe 2 weeks. Well, 1 week.
Okay. Okay. Let's go. Yunus, how are you? Yunus, how are you? I'm gonna explain our topic about the like the New Yorkers. So how New Yorkers are fighting for food justice. So let me check it out, guys. So I will tell you in general what is our topic about. So, like as already mentioned, the general idea of the text and the cosmopolitan cities, and I'm gonna like talk about the our topic. So let me probably share the screen, and yeah, share the screen and talk about it. So here is our topic. I hope you are seeing the screen, and I'm gonna discuss it. So, like, our topic is about the girl. Her name is Tanya Fields, and she worked for an urban farm in Bronx. Bronx is a borough in New York, and in New York City. She has worked there, and she said that when they tried to grow their own food, and they had some like community gardens, which are like probably very small gardens for a few number of people, and they tried to do it, but some burglars, some thieves, and trying to like rob their garden, and they took everything. The thieves were probably addicts, like you know what are addicts? The people who take drugs. Like those guys burgled or robbed their garden, and they took everything like that had some value. They thought they had some value for them, so in order to sell and buy some drugs or other stuff. So like these are like problems that Tanya and other people who are trying to organize such kind of gardens in their communities are facing in today's world. But so it is not like these setbacks are not like stopping them from doing what they want to do. So let's see. She says that she is like working in this area for almost 10 years, more than 10 years. But in the 10 years before, they called their actions survival, but now they're calling it justice, because they are like trying to like make good and healthy food accessible to like population who are living in poor areas. And like she says that the people who live in low income areas, the like 30% of like population of these areas are like inclined to be overweight or obese. So and later she said that like this girl Tiny Phil is telling that the Bronx, like the place where she lives, like is not the worst place for food, but there are some communities that suffer a lot from this. And the people at the companies, let's say like chain of cafes or restaurants who offer like fast food, which is probably less expensive, cheaper and affordable to like a lot of people in these areas. They are trying to build their cafes and businesses in these areas where, of course, poor people live. And and later she says that their project allows these like poor people, like mothers like her. As we know, like a lot of parents in the U.S., probably more than 50%, I think, if I'm not like mistaken, of the children are grown by single parents, which means like only single parent is responsible for growing their children, usually moms. And let's go. She said that this kind of project, like community gardens, in the future will allow these kind of low income or poor mothers are taking care of several children to like organize this kind of gardens and provide some good quality food for their children. So let's go continue. And later she's saying that their community gardens are going to be different than agriculture or food industry businesses, because they hugely rely on the government subsidies, and at the end they end up producing very low quality food products for the population. And they want to do it like in a better way. They want to less rely on external, let's say, investors, and like not all of the businesses are gonna invest. Okay, not all of the businesses are gonna invest in their project. So these community gardens are partially funded by people and partially funded by philanthropists. Okay, let's continue. Like generally she's saying that she's gonna disrupt the chain of or the business system of this food industry by not allowing them to offer their low quality food products to these like very poor areas of the city. So that's it about it, guys. So let's gonna discuss some questions. Hey, Debek, did you do exercise number 2?
Yes.
Let's go. And you, I'm gonna like open. I think everybody is seeing it. Let's go. What is nutrition? Please tell me about nutrition.
Nutrition, it's 1 minute. Is food considered as something that keeps you healthy?
Healthy, yes. So nutrition is, let's say, energy, is like something that makes you allows you to live, right? Okay, let's continue. How about setback? What is setback?
setback, yes.
Mm-hmm.
One setback is a problem that delays or that stops progress or makes a situation worse.
Yes, like back is mean like back, назад, да? And setback, something that like throws you back, something that keeps you back, something that creates problems for you. So this is called setbacks. The synonym of setback could be problems. And do you know any other synonyms? Hello, do you know any other synonyms for setback? The synonyms could be obstacles, obstacles. Okay. In Tajik, we can say monea. Okay.
Mhm.
Let's go. What is disparity? Do you know
If it
disparity?
is money, it will be also barrier.
Barrier. Yes. Thank you.
Uh,
Let's go.
yes,
How about disparity? What is disparity?
disparity. Is a difference between things.
Yeah, there are big difference between things. And I'm gonna ask you about the
Yes,
next question with the gentrification. Did you understand gentrification?
yes, I understand.
Okay, let's go. Give me an example for gentrification, please.
Gentrification in our life. Maybe
Like, explain gentrification first.
is the process by which an area of a city where poor people live becomes an area where richer
Mhm.
people live as they buy the houses and repair the.
Okay. Let me, this is number 10, right? So let me ask
Yes,
you another question. Are the people who are living in closed regions to Dushanbe, are they being, how do they call it? Gen- gentrified from their like inhabitants?
yes, we can tell them.
Yes, they are being gentrified,
Gentrification.
right? They are moving to like
Yes,
other parts and okay, okay.
yes.
So let's go. How much did you get from the like retail that I made about the text?
Text
Yes.
only one time.
Good morning. Now I explained it. I'm asking you, how well did you understand when I
Oh,
talked about the text?
I understand that 30%.
30%. Okay, let's go. How about obese? Can you make an example with obese?
Obese
Mhm.
or overweight.
Overweight. Okay, an example, please.
A person is overweight in a way that is bad for their health.
I'm gonna ask a different question, and it's gonna be like this. Okay, let's go. Shanoza, answer the next question. Fruit and vegetables are the basis of a healthy diet. What do you think?
Yes, I agree, but it depends of how this fruit was grown, and of course the fruits consist from a lot of type of vitamins, and of course the vitamins is very good for people health. And but I can't я не могу согласиться.
Agree on.
I can agree on that all of the fruits are very good for people's health, because if you see these days that there are lots of good looking, for example, apple, but напичкан, как сказать, напичкан,
What is напичкан?
ну, слишком много в него этих химикатов, натрия и все такое.
I don't know.
Chemical substances.
Да, но как сказать, слишком много в нем.
We can call
Tone
it
of
man. We can call it artificial. We can call it man-made.
Main?
Tone of them. You can say tone of them. You can say a lot of them. You can say tone of them. You know.
Yes, ton of chemicals, what substances?
Substances.
Yeah.
Substance.
Substances. That's all.
Okay, Mr. Muhammad, I'm here. Any questions?
Yes, you're gonna have some hard questions. Don't worry.
Are you
Uh,
serious?
yes,
Don't ask me
I.
hard questions, man.
The question special for you.
Oh,
Let's go. And community gardens, and we have what is the best place to buy food products? Uh, let's go first. Ask about community gardens. Community gardens, the kind of gardens that Tanya is organizing, are a great idea. What do you think? Like, for example, I talked about the New York problems, and this girl Tanya is trying to create community gardens, like which are going to solve some problems and so on. So, like, are these community gardens that she's going to organize a good idea?
I think yes, because for each person, the health is in the first stage. If this community garden will provide people's healthy food. Of course, it's a great idea.
okay, Miss Shahnoz, I have a comment. Okay, for example, when you say
Okay.
you say as I mentioned before, you can say like this. You can use this phrase. Okay, as I mentioned before. Okay, it is gonna be better.
Okay, thank you. Yeah,
Okay.
I know this rule, but I don't know why I.
No, you will have to be able to practice it. You will have to be able to use it in your everyday English, everyday speech. So that's why just practice it. That's all, nothing else.
Okay, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Next one, Yunus. What is the best place to buy food products? Groceries, in other words.
I gotta thank you so much. The best place for buying groceries, okay, specifically, as you notice, there are standby grocery shops, so that they provide fresh groceries every week. So I think, okay, some specific places that they just focus on groceries. It would be a great idea to go and get your groceries from these places. If you don't know, so they're in street, okay, there's some places or some standbys that they sell fresh groceries. This is what I think.
Yeah.
Standby? What is it? Standby.
Standby. This is, for example, a small chaos. We say it, a small standby, a small place that they just specifically sell, I don't know, groceries. They maybe sell some kind of product, like
in some markets, maybe in some.
Let's say a small market or a small what is that? How can I explain it? For example, if you walk in the street and you find a small place there, for example, a guy selling watermelon, a guy selling, I don't know, let's say melons. You got it? A small standby, for example, lemonade standby. A guy is standing in a small case and he's selling lemonade, so there are also places that small places that they sell what is that? They sell groceries, fresh groceries. So this is gonna be a great idea because they just focus on groceries. Every week they change their product, they change their goods. So that's why so they have good sales and they sell the product. So that's why every week you can go and get new groceries.
But I have a question. I'm not sure how can I explain my question, but I really hope you will understand. What about, for example, you want to buy some vegetables during the summer and during the hot, when the weather is very hot and maybe the vegetable will not be in good.
You mean well rot out, or you can say it's not gonna be fresh or not in good condition. You mean?
Yeah, not gonna be fresh. Yes.
Okay.
Because they have not special maybe condition, not condition special. How can I say?
Special places to store their products.
Yeah.
For example, like refrigerators. You mean? Yeah.
Yeah, like refrigerators. Okay. If you notice, maybe notice in your supermarket, they are kind of, I don't know how to call it, maybe machines or not, which короче дует холодным воздухом.
That is
blows out the cold, cool.
That is air. That is air conditioning for sure. Yeah,
That's right. This is air conditioning.
like
AC. This is AC really.
I think like I see where she's coming from. Like in
Yeah.
this case, I would say like the benefit and the quality of this standby products would double. You know why? Because they do not have chance to freeze and keep the products. That's why
Perfect.
they need to refresh their store every day, which gives like chance for people to buy only freshest products. You know, I think
Yeah. The extra. Yeah.
yes.
Because I am in the place that I'm living, okay, I see it a lot, and whenever I want to buy, okay, I will go and find fresh, okay, and shining, what is that, tomatoes, I don't know, groceries, I say, why you do that and how you do it? You say, because we have sales and a lot of people, they come and sell, and every, let's say, roughly, okay, weekly we change our product or we bring new groceries, so there's no need even to buy refrigerators, okay, and to spend a lot of money like that, because their only the main business is just like groceries. They focus on this and do their best, okay, and then the clients, they know that they can get a good product from these kind of places. So that's why I mentioned this idea here.
I also would try to buy, for example, when I go to supermarkets, usually there are some, like onions. It is usually cheaper in supermarkets because like they buy hugely amount of products, groceries or crops or anything. And they have a chance to, like for the 90% of the people, let's say, they sell it because they are able to offer with less expensive prices. But when you go to the standby, the product is like, let's say, 20% or 30% more expensive, but the
The quality.
but the quality is great, and the onion is so strong, so sour, like so bitter. It is bad. But when you buy onion from supermarket, it's like cabbage. Okay, so let's go. Now we are going to ask a question from Idibek. Idibek, are you here?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Next question is going to be, where do you usually buy food products, groceries?
Food products, I
Yes.
I use
Yes. Where do you usually buy them?
I use local market.
A local market. So in Tajikistan, we have
The-
local market, right?
Yes, yes.
Why don't you go to supermarket?
Because supermarkets is far from our home.
Mm-hmm.
Because of this local market, it's near to us.
Yes. If you had a supermarket close to your house, so you would go to supermarket always, right?
Yes, yes. I wanted to go to supermarket. So, as Paikar and Rudaki Plaza and others
So,
supermarkets.
mm-hmm.
I want, but it's far.
This far. Okay. Okay. So let's go. Next question. Let me see what is our next question. We don't have next question. Next question is going to be like this. So next question is going to be like this. Which foods are unhealthy?
All of them.
Which foods are unhealthy? Let's go.
In our century, all of them.
Let's, Jonathan, you start, and then Yunus, you will continue probably. And which foods are unhealthy, and what is unhealthy about them?
Oh, I think fast food unhealthy, and maybe some я забыла быстрого приготовления. For example, some rolltons, raviolis, and
I think we call it halfly prepared food. We call it something like that, I think.
what? Half
prepared, yes. Half prepared.
Half prepared food. Yes.
Which is not fully prepared. Okay.
Yeah.
When talk about, tell us what is unhealthy about them. Let's take.
For example,
You can give us a better example, like better than Rolton, because Rolton is too popular.
um, okay, let's talk about fast food. For example, on hamburgers, we don't know which meat did they use during the make.
When they were making.
And yeah, right, when they was making, and with exactly, I think a lot of people even don't know the technology. Lots of people don't know that maybe this cutlets, yes, can I say cutlets or cutlets?
What is
Замороженные, как бы, замороженные
frozen?
котлеты.
Frozen food. Frozen food.
Frozen.
Mhm.
Yeah. And there are lots of приправа.
Yes. What is приправа?
Peppers.
You can simply say peppers. Peppers. Very
Pep-
simply. Peppers. Peppers. Yes.
Peppers? Yeah, pepper. Because of it, they are very unhealthy food.
They're very unhealthy food. So how about the half prepared, like half prepared? I don't know how to even call it. How to half prepared bread that you can buy and make pizza or some other, like let's say better, not like a Walton, better foods. So how about them? Let's take pilmen.
Pelmen.
Yes.
Half prepared, for example, pelmen. I think it is, if it's the homemade pelmen, of course it's not. We can't call it unhealthy food, but about the магазины, как сказать, магазины,
Supermarket foods.
supermarket pelmens. We don't know the technology. How did they made this pelmen, and just because of it.
We don't know how they made the food, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go. Give me just a second. I'm gonna ask you the next question. So I'm gonna ask you the next question. The next question is going to be very easy. Mr. Yunus, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. Just
Okay.
before you ask the questions, let me add something.
Okay.
I would love to advise, for example, Ms. Shahnoza and Edi Beck, while you start speaking or while you start delivering your message or, for example, your opinion. So try to start, I don't know, like you need to memorize some templates of how to start speaking. For example, there are some phrases, couple of phrases you can use. For example, you say, when it comes to what is that? Unhealthy foods, okay? I would consider saying fried foods, okay? They are very unhealthy food. Or you can say, in my opinion, start with something, give us some like what is that phrase that attracts the attention of the listener. For example, say if I wanted to talk about, you can start like this. If I wanted to talk about unhealthy food, okay, I would definitely talk about fried food, as we know, like Kentucky, okay, as we know, like fried chickens, as like hamburgers, you know. So why they are unhealthy, and tell us the reason. Okay, they are unhealthy because they are fried. Okay, according to an article that I read on Google, if you eat too much fried, okay, so your stomach you will get, okay. There's a medical terminology, medical term. It says gastrate something, you know, so you won't be able to eat, you know. So this is about how eating fried food, okay, every day. You got it? So give us the reason, and then in the end come and say that, okay, cool. In conclusion, I would love to say that, guys, if you want to, okay, feel good, if you don't want to have pain in your stomachs, okay, so I really suggest you not to eat blah 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 1 2 3 4. You got it?
Yes.
They have to
Thank
study
you so
TOEFL.
much.
They have to study TOEFL.
Yes,
But
they should.
We
They
just
should.
need more practice.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go. Ask the question. I'm sorry for adding to.
No, it was like a really good statement that you made. You said, like, That's why guys don't eat fried chicken or fried meat. Whenever you fry a chicken or you grill a chicken or a meat, just invite me. Do not eat it alone.
It's not
So
even about. She mentioned, Misha mentioned that we don't know what kind of ingredients they add, okay, and they are made of. This is the first thing. The second thing is that, okay, the danger that you are all the time eating the fried, okay, the stomach is gonna say, what the hell are you doing to me? I'm asking you like water, you're giving me Coca-Cola, you know. This is
yeah,
something, yeah. So that's
if
why.
you yes,
Go on,
if
go
you
on.
eat a lot of fried chicken and fried food, later you will be able to eat only otala. That's
That's right.
why.
That you
Yeah.
got it. You got it. Yeah, you got it.
Yes. The question is for you. It is 21st century, right? We are people in some. Why are people in some places still hungry? In your opinion,
This is a global topic. Thank you so much for asking me. Who's
continue.
going to answer?
You. Question is for you.
For me? Thank you so much.
Yes.
Okay, great. Let's do it. In my opinion, okay, why we are living in 21st century, but why in some places people they're still hungry? Okay, so let me provide you three reasons. Okay, maybe
Yes.
less or more. The first reason is that it depends on the economy of the country, of the places that they live, and also in the authority and the rules and the law, you know, and the economy specifically. And as I mentioned, on the government, how what kind of rules they have. Okay, are they trustworthy, or are they the right leaders, righteous leaders, okay, so that they lead in a good way, and they provide their nations, okay, and then try to do their best, okay, to provide a people. This is the first reason. The second reason is that people they are not handing out, okay, handing out to each other. For example, charity, they are not helping as it has to be. No, they're not helping a lot of people. So that's why they're just thinking about taking care of themselves and thinking about their lives. Okay, just some let's say a small part of their salary they are giving to others. If not one, not 10, not 100, if like let's say a million of people they start giving or handing out to others. Okay, so I am sure that there won't be any single person hungry, you know, on this planet. So, and the third reason, it might be geographical conditions or issues. For example, if the farmers they farm, okay, in a country or in a place, okay, there might be a flood, or there won't be rain, okay, so they cannot get that, they cannot harvest. So you got it. So this
Yes.
could be the third reason, okay, but a lot you can provide
Okay.
a lot,
Thank you.
and yeah, you're welcome.
Okay. So, Idibek, now I'm asking you. Have you tried growing your own food?
Grows my
Never,
own food?
Yes.
never.
How grow my own food?
You plant kartoshka, you plant pomidor.
Kartoshka.
Ah, yeah, yeah. Yes, yes. When I lived in village
Yes.
15 years ago, yes,
Yes.
I grow
Yeah.
my food, my own food,
Okay. How
as
did
a
it
as a
go?
potatoes. What?
How did it go? How did it
How
go? Yes.
it go?
Oh,
It was very good. Yes, it was very healthy, and we did there everything, and we bring sabirat, bring, yeah,
gather,
jam kardı.
gather.
Yes, we gather and
Okay.
we use it.
What crops did you usually grow?
As a union, potatoes,
Crops.
Yes.
zelen,
Zelen, groceries, green onion.
yes, green onion,
Yes.
And
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Muhammad, is there any difference between vegetables and crops? So if yes, so please explain
Vegetables.
it.
Vegetables is just very. It is oversea, but crops it could be not oversea. Okay.
That's right.
Crops. Crops. Yeah. Crops could be something else.
Krupu.
Crop.
Crops could be like wheat.
Crops could be
Like
like cropsy and
like what?
grocery.
Wheat.
I'm joking.
Wheat.
Crops could be a lot of things. It could be grass. It could be like handala. It could be a lot of things. But when you talk about groceries, groceries are usually green or like food products that we make it for eating. Okay, and as you said, wheat is crop and we do not eat it, but we smoke it, right, Yunus? Okay, Sanazan, now it is about you. Has food ever made you sick?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Okay,
I think no.
no? Okay. Yunus, how about you?
Definitely eating it too much.
Eating too much, okay?
Eating too much of food. Definitely.
Like, what happened? Do you remember
Definitely.
any of them?
Actually, yeah, as I mentioned, fried food, you know, just fries, French fries, and too much oily stuff. Okay, made me lose my appetite for a couple of days, and I got pain. Okay, I got a pain in my stomach, and I started vomiting out, you know, throwing out.
Yes.
Definitely, I went to what is that? Far. I think I got a
The
couple of yeah, definitely, and I went and I prescribed medicine. Okay, so I got some medicine, and then after that I got better. But actually, it was a really bad and terrible experience that I had. You know,
Oh, yes.
and
Thanks.
this was the cause of unhealthy food.
Yeah.
Now, can I add something? Just I remember it was just a few days
I
ago
think
when
Yeah.
she's battling with me. You know,
Yeah.
whatever I say, she needs to add something. Whatever she says, I will add something.
Okay. Okay.
I just remember that it was just a few days ago when I ate an apple before I went to bed, and the apple was really zacht. Как сказать?
We can say rough.
Rough.
Yes.
And I woke up at 4 p.m. With some heaviness in the stomach, and that time, yes,
Probably.
fruit made me sick.
Probably you don't eat Tajik bread.
Yeah,
You need to add
bread.
Tajik bread. Yes, you need to eat like Tajik bread often. So
But you know how expensive Tajik bread is.
your stomach will be like a horse, so it will digest any food. But if you eat only khleb, your stomach will be like a child's stomach. You only can eat otala.
But you know, it's not only because of bread. It's maybe because of starenia.
Starenia? You okay, we are 27. We don't even say that you are starting to live our lives, but you are talking about starenia. People who are like 50, they are hoping to live for 90 years. What kind of starenia are you talking about? Come on.
But not starenia. I want you to translate. Yes, because I
Growing
don't
older.
know the translation.
Starenia, growing or growing older? Yeah.
Grow.
Growing
Yeah.
older.
Okay.
Okay. And we have a very cool question. Mr. Idbegar here.
Yes.
So the next question is about like very cool question, and it is called like what do you think about genetically modified food? I also sent you in our chat. If you could not get it from my speech, you can read it in the chat. What do you think about genetically modified food? Do you try to eat organic food or so on? Did you get the question?
What is
Okay.
genetically modified
Mhm.
food?
Okay, let's go.
I don't know
Uh-huh.
about this.
You don't
This
know
food.
about this?
No.
Okay, very bad. Let's go. Shanas, how about you?
Genetical. Is
Yeah.
it GMO?
Yes, genetically modified food.
What do you think about genetically modified food?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I remember that maybe 10 years ago or 8 years ago, there was lots of TV shows about GMO and their impact to human health,
Yes.
and they have really bad impact. For example, maybe because of there are lots of ton of chemical
Yes, chemicals. Yeah.
chemicals. Yeah.
Look, chemical it is chemical. When you say chemicals, it is a noun. Chemicals. There are a lot of things, elements, chemicals. You got
Okay.
it? A little L
Yeah.
in the end changes the whole meaning of the word. Go on.
And GMO, of course, unhealthy food, and it's better to they are unhealthy food, but they look very maybe attractive, very good.
Beautiful.
But I think, yeah, very beautiful. But anyway, they are very no.
Harmful.
Yeah, very harmful.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Mr. Yunus, how about you?
Yeah. Okay, what was the question?
Genetically modified food. What do you think about them?
Okay, I think that it's really harmful for the humanity, for the people that they eat. So specifically, they say that they use it. Okay, so they use it mostly. A lot of foods, okay, that we eat, most of them they have GMOs, okay, but they are grown in the United States mostly. They say that for the animal food. You got it.
Yes.
So they grow it, okay, in the United States. Here in an article talking about it, said that, okay, they grow it for the animal food, but they say here is written that also we use, or the Americans, talking about Americans, they say that they use corn syrup, corn oil, and this kind of oils that they have GMO inside it.
Okay. So like I think we had recently a topic about burgers with like not natural meat but with genetically modified meat. Did we have this kind
Specifically,
of
what do you think about it? What do you think about it? Chinese companies that they are making egg, out of nothing. So this is completely made of, it's not a natural.
Come on, man, you are gonna kill it. That is terribly unhealthy. And
yeah, this is specifically what do you mean about GMO?
Me personally, it is terrible. If it is for animals, okay, we can say okay, it's good for animals. But like when you're in Russia and you buy some like chicken, like from the supermarket, it tastes like, I think cabbage or pumpkin is more delicious than the meat of chicken. And whenever somebody buys, like I tell them, do not buy this piece of because like you can buy the beef or the lamb. Do not buy this thing It is not even it is not even meat, you know, like it is terrible, and it has no taste. Probably we are not like let's say we are not chemistry specialists, but most probably it is terrible. It has terrible effects for our health. And I never even try or think about buying or like eating this kind of like meat, let's say. And about the rest, I always try to buy, as you said, from standbys. And whenever I buy like a big amount. For example, let's say 10 kilograms of meat I buy. And about other products as well, like 50 or 100 kilograms at once I buy it. Like not every day going to supermarket. Even about the milk, I try not to buy milk from the supermarket because, as you know, it is like genetically modified or some of the bullshit. That's why I try to buy it also like 5 liters, like at least 10 liters, lives like in a village a little far from the city. And I or my brother go there and buy the milk from there, like 5 or 10 liters, like every time. But try not to buy from supermarket. That is like the same for everything. So, like, yeah, it is terrible, and I would never advise anyone to buy like this kind of food, genetically modified food. And even if some people are trying to create this kind of foods and are trying to make some money, like it shows how valueless in the like valueless, yes, how valueless and worthless is the life of a person if you want to like to try to feed yourself with this kind of foods. Yeah. Okay, I think we're gonna sum up this zone of our lesson. Thank you everybody for participating. Hope to see you in our future lesson.
Thank you so much guys for watching this conversation up to the end. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel so we can create more videos like this. Hope you enjoyed this conversation. See you in our future conversations. Bye bye.